Alright guys, so hopefully you got your foldable pretty much done. There's something like this on the outside, under your flaps. You got the stuff you need written down. So now we are going to see how we can use this. To do that, I'm going to go to the smart board and we're going to work through a couple problems using our foldable. So here we go. Okay, so we're on the board, and here's kind of a bad drawing of my foldable. But let's say that we want to convert, let's say we have 2.5 meters, and we want to change that. Maybe in lab we need that to be in millimeters. Alright, so how would we convert that? What would we do? Alright, so first thing, we need to know where we're starting at. So what unit do they give us? Well, they give us meters. Alright, and where's that in our foldable? So we look at our foldable, and I know meters is a base unit. So I'm going to start here right in the middle of my foldable. Okay, now we need to know where am I trying to get to. Alright, so here I've got mm, which I know. If I flip up my flap, well that's millimeters. So I'm trying to get here on my foldable. Alright, so that means I'm moving to the right. Okay, and that means meters right here are bigger than everything on the right. So this number is going to get bigger. It will be equal, but it's also going to get bigger. And I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so now that I know where I'm going, where I'm starting and where I'm going, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that decimal point. Alright, so this number has decimal points, so I don't have to add it, just need to move it. Alright, now which way am I going to move it? So you can move it to the left, or you can move it to the right. Well, you just move in the direction that you did on the foldable. So on the foldable, we're moving to the left. So that means my decimal is also, moving to the right. It means my decimal is also moving to the right. Okay. So let me write it down here, and I'll show you how my decimal will move. So 2.5. Alright, and since I'm moving to the right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some zeros to the right. I don't know how many I'll need. Now, this does not change the value of the number, because any zero after a decimal, if it's the last zero, doesn't add any value. So this is still the same number. Alright, now I need to know how many places am I going to move my decimal. Alright, so let's go back to the foldable. So we're gonna hop like kangaroo. Kangaroo's hopping down Broadway, drinking chocolate milk, a certain number of places. So let's see. So to get from meters, base, I'm gonna move 1 to get to decimeters, 2 places to get to centimeters, and then a 3rd place, and I'm at millimeters. Alright, now the decimal is going to do the same thing. It's going to move 3 places to the right. So 1, my decimal would be there. 2, and it would be there after the first zero. 3 places, now I'm at millimeters, where I want to be. So let me rewrite this. And I'm going to erase what I've got up here. Alright, so we can see a little easier. Alright, so I started with 2.5 meters. I moved the decimal 3 places. So it's 2500. So my decimal moved 3 places to here. And that is now millimeters. Now, I dropped off this last zero, but if I wanted to, I could leave it there right here. It's still the same number. That zero doesn't add any value. Okay? It's the same quantity, no matter what. Alright, so 2.5 meters is equal to 2,500 millimeters. Alright, now let's try one going the other direction on our foldable. Okay, so this time let's do grams. Alright, so I start with 200 centigrams, and I want to change that just into grams. I want to convert it. Alright, so again, we need to figure out where on the foldable we are. So C stands for centi, so I know I'm starting right here. Now where do I want to go? Well, anytime I see one single capital letter, like G for gram, L for liter, M for meter, those are all base units. So I know gram is my base unit. So I'm trying to get to here. decimal goes right there at the end of the number. So anytime you have to add a decimal, add it at the end. Alright, now. So I know where I'm starting here, I know where I'm going here, I know the direction I'm moving to the left. So my decimal is going to move to the left. Let's see how many places. So it's going to move one place to decigrams, decigrams, and then 2 places to grams. So my decimal here is going to move 2 places. 1 would be here, 2 would be here. Alright, so that means 200 centigrams is the same thing as 2.00 grams. So my decimal moved 2 places. It was here, it moved 2 places to the left. Now when I write that answer, I could also drop these zeros. Okay, and I could just write 2, and I can get rid of the decimal, because remember the decimal we know always goes at the end. Or I can write it 2.00. It's the same answer. Alright? Why don't you pull out your practice sheet now? It looks like this. Alright? They also kind of have something like our foldable here. So you could use that to help you. In this first part, right here, they just want you to write the abbreviations. So you need to know those. Now the bottom part, this is where you're going to do the conversion. So like we just did, use your foldable. Alright? Like on this first one, you'll have to add the decimal. Remember you added at the end. So after that last 0. Then you're going to move it, figure out where you're starting at. So here I'm starting at milligrams. Alright? Where you're trying to get to, it looks like I'm trying to get to grams. Whichever direction you move on the foldable, that's the direction that your decimal moves. And then rewrite it with the decimal in the new place. Alright, so go ahead and try your hand at some of those. I'll just kind of circulate, see who needs help. We'll go over some of these.